Here's a selfie video of me on my Intex Challenger K1 kayak out in the middle of Knoll Lake, and it is a absolutely gorgeous day, and there's nobody here but me. Nobody. I am all by myself right here, and the lake is mine. And I'm anchored into a little spot right here. My first time out on a kayak, and loving it. Just loving this little kayak. Maybe I'll get a fish. Hopefully, I'll show you if I do. Now this right here is just to show you that if I pan around, that there's nobody else there. I mean, you could see pretty much anywhere. By the time I got done at the end of the day, there was two other small groups of people that did show up, but for the most of the time I was there, there was nobody there but me. So that's the bait I was using, kind of looking at behind the kayak, and I'm the only one on this lake, literally. There's nobody else here but me. Awesome. The sky, you can see, is kind of ugly, but it's a beautiful day. And now I'm gonna see if I can catch me a fish. Whole bunch of elk coming out the water. Now the camera is zoomed in, and it's not really a great camera. It's a Sony Bloggy. It's zoomed in as far as I can go. It's a digital zoom, so it's not great, but anyway, you can see. Awesome. It's a great, just a really nice shot. They just came walking out, and they're kind of staring at me, and there was a lot of wildlife that I saw between the ducks and the elk and some deer and stuff like that the whole time I was there. Very cool. Anyway, it was a really, it was nice to see that. There was eagles catching fish out of there. Don't know if you can see anything or not, but you can probably hear it. That's what's going on outside. That right there is my one candle lantern, and that is another one up there. And I'm actually in the van. Okay, well, it was raining quite heavily for about 5 hours, and I could see everything in the van just fine, but for some reason that thing doesn't do really well on the low light stuff. But the candle lanterns work fantastic. They're just really a nice thing to have. It was a very relaxing night, listening to that rain all night long, and it was just fantastic. Over here we have some more elk on the side of the road. It seemed like every time I'd get going there'd be more animals to see, so I'd video them. Here's some mule deer. I decided to take some footage of that because as soon as I stopped doing the elk, there was the deer. Can't tell if that's a deer or no. It looks like a mule deer. So just watched them for a little while, and they started watching me, and then I decided I would take off because they're just doing nothing. And they just kind of watched me leave. It didn't really seem to bother them at all until hunting season comes on. I'm sure it'll bother them a lot. But anyway, it was a nice sight. A lot of wildlife up here this time. Heading back to the lake. Here's a section I haven't seen. I've been coming into this area for the past 30 years, and I've never been here. But you can see that strip. You can see the power lines coming through. I don't know how long they've been there. Are they new or whatever, but it looks like they're headed all the way from the far east, or from the west all the way to the east, like heading to Pine Top, Show Low or something. But it was just something amazing to me. I'd never seen this whole section before. As you can see, it's a very beautiful place to be, and that's why I've always loved coming up here. It's just one of my favorite places in the state to get into the woods and just enjoy the peace and the beauty.